Hello everyone, here there is a question. Three long straight wire are connected parallel. Okay, these are three long straight connected parallel to each other across a battery of negligible internal resistance or so ratio of the internal resistance has been provided here 3 is to 4 is to 5. What is the ratio of the distance of the middle wire from the others? Okay, from the others. If the net force experienced by the middle, which is refers to middle wire, okay, which is refers to the middle wire, it refers to the middle wire is 0. Now as per the question I am going to draw the diagram right now. So here, okay, so this is the first wire, this is the second wire, this is the third wire, as per the question it says. So they are connected with the battery. Here the battery is going to be connected, here the battery is going to be connected, individual batteries. Okay, individual batteries of, let us consider the voltage provided by this battery is psi psi same. Okay, this is going to be same as it is. Okay, right now the next thing we have to understand here is, so here is the connection, this is batteries actually, and their internal resistance is going to be smaller. Okay, so normally we know that psi is the emf is represented in the psi. Okay, emf is equal to the potential difference, or emf is going to be, both is going to be same. So emf is equal to I times external resistance plus internal resistance. So since there is no external resistance, so this value is going to become as 0. Now psi is equal to I times the internal resistance. Now finally we get the value of I is equal to psi means EMF I told before by internal resistance. From this we can able to get that uh, so the current flows through the wire is inversely proportional to the internal resistance. This is the important thing you must understand here. Let us consider this is the EMF of these three batteries is going to be same, but the internal resistance is going to be the variable one. So let us consider this is the I1 here, and this is going to be I2. The current flowing in this middle wire is going to be I2, and finally the current flowing through the third wire is going to be I3. This is our assumption, okay, to solve this question. Okay, we know that it is inversely proportional to the internal resistance. So by using this value we are going to substitute these values. First for the I1, yes, I1 is equal to psi is the constant, that is EMF. Internal resistance is given as 3. The ratio of internal resistance is given as 3. And then for the second wire the current flows through to second wire is equal to psi by the ratio says that 4 internal resistance. And finally the current flowing through the third wire is equal to psi by 5 as per the question. So finally these three values, we have found these three values first of all. So whenever the current is flowing through the wire, a magnetic field is going to form around it according to the cork rule, screw cork rule, or you can able to say that right hand thumb rule. Commonly we can able to say that the right hand thumb rule. So when you, this is thumb, when you close your right hand like this, so your fingers will be seems like this. Okay, this is your fingers, four fingers, and this is going to be your thumb. Okay, this is actually your hand, right hand thumb rule. So this thumb is going to the direction of the current flows in a wire, and this other fingers going to be turned towards like this, right? So this is going to be the direction of, so where how the fingers is closed, so this is going to be the direction of the magnetic field. So then when a current is flowing through a wire, the magnetic field is going to be around like this, as this rule. Okay, this is the important thing, you must note it down here. So we are going to find the force acquired by the middle middle wire. The force experienced by it is 0, the net force is 0. Then so the force experienced by these two sides, let us say this is F1 and this is F12, okay, because this is the current 1 and current 2. Due to the current 1 and the current 2, the force is going to be taken place here. And as well as in this F 2 and 3, okay, since this is second wire and the third wire, 2 and 3, the force between the second wire and the third wire, so we are going to write as 2 3. So these both are going to be equal for this. So as per we know that when two parallel, this is I1, this is I2, let us consider like this, the distance between these two things is going to be R, then the force experienced by this is going to be mu naught by 4 pi into I1 I2 by R. So this is the formula as we know in the magnetism chapter. Okay, this is the important thing, you must note it down here. So the same formula is going to be used to solve this question. Since it is given that F12 is equal to the force of experienced by the force between 2 and 3, the wire, second wire and third wire, one first wire and second wire, it is going to be given as like this. So by substituting these values by 4 pi, so current 1 and I2 as we considered in this question itself, so the R1 is going to be distance between these two things, so is equal to, so 1 and 2 I will be writing distance between 1 and 2, the wire 1 and 2, R1 and 1 2, okay. So the same thing is going to be written the right hand side also. So here instead of writing I1 I2, so I2 and I3, since it is the force experienced between the second and third wire, the current flows through the second wire is I2, current flows through the third wire is I3. Now the distance between them is R23, R23, R to the base of 23. By continuing the solving, so I will be cancelling out these two things since there is a equal to sign. Now I'm going to substitute the I1 value, I2 value, I3 value and I3 value. These three values is going to be substituted in this formula. That is remaining is I1 I2 by R, distance between 1 and 2 is equal to I2 I3 by distance between 2 and 3. So we found that in the before page we have got these three values, right? So we are going to substitute this value. I1 is equal to psi by 3. I1 is equal to psi by 3. I1 is going to equal to psi by 3. Psi by 3 times I2 value is going to be psi by 4. Yes, psi by, value of I2 is equal to psi by 4 into as 1 by distance between 1 and 2 is equal to, so psi by I2, value of I2 is psi by 4 times I3 is psi by 5 and times 1 by this R23, distance between 2 and 3 is going to be the value. Now I am cancelling this psi, 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 4 4. After this cancelling out, so the remaining I will be saying the remaining is going to be inverse of R12 times 3 is equal to inverse of 5 times the distance between 2 and 3. So it can be written in the, yes, numerator upside down. It can be written as upside down also, right? Both are going to be same. So then what we have to find is the distance between the first and second is going to be R12, right? R12. So the distance between these is to the distance between this. So then what is going to be the answer is, so we have to find that R12 by the distance between 1 and 2, or the distance between is equal to what is going to be the value of this is, yes, 5 by 3 is going to be the value of this. 5:3 is the answer for this question. Where is the option? That is option C is the answer, correct answer for this question. Thank you.